Hello, everyone. This is Lukey Skywookie. Welcome back to the channel for my guys, gals, and non-binary pals. For those of you who missed last week's stream, we've achieved full 100% completion of Kirby in the Forgotten Land. But that does not mean we are done with this game. By popular demand, we are starting a brand new challenge, seeing how far we can get into the game without a copy ability at all. This is going to be difficult, it's going to be tedious, most importantly, it's going to be fun. So if you haven't already, make sure to like the stream and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future content. Join my Discord and follow my Twitch. Links are in my bio. And with all that being said, let's get to it. Metal Sonic, welcome to the chat. So I think the first thing we're gonna do. Okay. I actually don't think there's really much to be done before we get started. So we're just gonna get into it. Now, I think before we actually... Now, I think before we get into it, we're going to want to set some ground rules. First off, I have to complete each world without using a copy ability at all. For lore reasons, and also just for completability, I am allowing myself the use of Mouthful Modes when necessary. The lore reasons being that every single figurine... I'm turning this on a little bit, sorry. Lore reasons being every single figurine involving a Mouthful Mode states that Kirby only gained the Mouthful Mode ability after he arrived in the Forgotten Land through the Vortex. So I'm still allowing myself to use Mouthful Modes, but only when they are necessary to progress through the level. We're gonna start in Downtown Grassland. We're gonna go through Natural Plains again today. If I pick up a copy ability by accident, I have to restart the entire level. So I really have to be careful about which enemies I swallow. Like the cutter guy, I wouldn't be allowed to swallow him because that's a copy ability. I can, however, do that. Like I said, this is going to be tedious. There's going to be a little bit of trial and error in this. But we're going to get through it together. Again, the use of Mouthful Modes are only going to be when necessary. So if I don't have to use the vending machine to get through the level, then I won't. And we can just walk right through. Okay. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Where did I go? Yeah, we actually just beat him. That's actually kind of funny. I'm not allowed to swallow him, so we gotta go this way. I know we already have everything, but I still want the coins. I don't need the cone mouth to progress, so we're gonna... See? You can just walk right through that. And like you can just jump over the cannon here. I'm not allowed to grab those. Oh shoot, I didn't realize this was actually like a legitimate boss fight. Ow. Okay, so he does just disappear after a while. Good. I was wondering how we were going to end that if we weren't allowed to damage him. Now here, since the cone mouth, this would be a prime example when a mouthful mode is necessary to proceed. Because I actually need cone mouth in order to complete the level. Because the final Waddle Dee cage only appears after defeating this guy. So I would need cone mouth to progress. And just like that, that's the first level completed without getting a copy ability at all. And again, this is on my already completed save file, so we don't need to worry about Waddle Dees and such. All right, through the tunnel. I honestly don't really know what to commentate on because I've already completed these levels. We might actually be able to do 2 worlds today. Just because of how quickly we are moving through these levels. See, you don't actually need Stair Mouth to progress through that. We actually need Stair Mouth to progress. Who knew? Again, I'm not allowed to swallow him. I do know there's a treasure chest in that patch of grass now, but I can't get it without a copy ability, so it doesn't matter. All right, here's the next one, Rocky Rollin' Road. I genuinely have no idea what to commentate on. Like, it's literally just me going through the game again, except this time I don't get any crazy powers. Wow, the longer I'm playing this game without a copy ability, the more I realize, like, just how many enemies in this game give you a copy ability. Like, this guy gives you Needle. That guy gives you Ranger. I'm also not exactly used to, like, running through the game without a copy ability. Ow. Since I'm so used to going through these pathways with one, I'm having to find the ones that can be gone through, like, without needing one, if that makes any sense. We'll just snag that button for extra brownie points. We already got the Waddle Dee, so it's going to give us, like, coins, but whatever. Fun fact, you don't actually need car for this section. It just it's shorter without car. Or it's shorter with car. Oh, look at that. They give us the car back. Good. Too bad we're not using it. And it's tempting because I want those coins in there, but I don't want to use a mouthful mode any more than I already can. Any more than is necessary. Kirby looks so tiny with the big boulders. You can see the ranger in the back here. He just respawned. Now, another reason I'm doing this is because I want to get coins so that I can upgrade my most powerful copy ability as high as it will go. Which means I'm going to need a lot of rare stones. And a lot of star coins. Which is another reason I'm replaying these levels. Because besides the tournaments are repetitive. This is just like nostalgia. Also, I love the music for this place. Ooh. Oh, that guy's got a copy ability. Dude, I almost broke the rules of my own challenge. This ought to be useful. Alright, here comes another boss, I think. Frosty. See, I can't actually do anything. Oh, that was good. Okay, I missed that. Whoops. Got him. See, like I said, it's gonna be difficult, but it's also gonna be tedious. Okay, good to know. Those are immune unless you put the fires out first. And to answer the unspoken question, I don't know yet if I'm gonna go through Forgo Dreams. I just know I'm going through I know I'm going through the base game first and foremost. But I have no clue if I'm going to do the post game yet. Maybe I'll pull it a poll. Was it this one? Okay, good. We're in the clear. This is another mouthful mode that's required to complete the level. And so far, it's been pretty straightforward. Just basically speedrun the level. Here's where things get tricky, though. Because we now have the world boss to deal with. And as you've seen with the mini bosses, the only way we can damage them without a copy ability is through the stars that they drop after their attacks. And again, we aren't allowed to take a copy ability for the fight, so... Yo, hold up. This is actually going a lot smoother than I thought. Yo, that actually went easier than I thought. That was what, 3 minutes? So I guess we're doing Everbake Host in this stream too. And then after this world, I'll call the challenge complete for this stream. We'll do a run through of the Ultimate Cup. Does this give me fire? No, it doesn't. Okay, thank goodness. That gives me sleep. After this world, I'll run through the Ultimate Cup with the Morpho Sword, so just so like we can like speed run it. Alright, here's another mini boss. Oh, dang it, it disappeared right when I was gonna go get it. Okay, so that is another way we can do it. Oh, I almost went for that. It's just like instinct now. I have to go for the copy ability. Yeah, steer clear of the Knockodile. Oh, I forgot I can't actually inhale the Scarfy. Okay, so that's an interesting thing. We can't inhale Scarfies to deal damage. Oh, and by the way, we don't actually need Ring Mouth. We could just swim or float all the way to the end if we wanted to. Pretty straightforward first level. I think it's pretty obvious at this point, but we also aren't going to be able to do, we aren't going to be doing most of the treasure roads since they require, most of them basically require a copy ability. And that will give us bomb if we inhale it, so we can't like shoot it back at him. Pretty sure these are just required for Waddle Dee, so we can like skip over these. We don't need Scissor Lift Mouth to actually get up there, so we can just swim all the way to the Warp Star here. Although, I will take a detour to that secret island so that we can get the chest there and get the coins. Oh, right. We can just take the star back. I completely missed. I think this was also pretty obvious. I'm not going to be doing multiplayer for this part either, because that would just completely ruin the whole spirit of the challenge. Like, what's the point of trying to do it without a copy ability if you have someone else doing all the damage for you? If that makes any sense. Then it wouldn't really be a challenge. My quality has gone low again. I don't know why this keeps happening. But randomly, the quality on my stream will drop with, like, 0 warning. Ow. Here's another boss. I think this is Florina. Yes. Now, I have no idea how to attack her. I have no idea where the stars pop up in me. Oh, there. Ow. Great, I completely missed that one. There we go. Jeez, that genuinely takes forever. Luca, welcome to the chat. How are you doing? To answer your questions, any questions you may have about... Okay, see, this is a perfect time to explain it. So basically, the challenge is I cannot use any copy abilities at all. This includes for any boss fights and mini boss fights. I am allowing myself to use Mouthful Modes for lore reasons, but to keep to the spirit of the challenge, I am only allowing the use of Mouthful Modes when they are absolutely necessary for level progression. As you can see here, this mode is required for level progressing. We're going back to talking to Costello. No, we are not. No, we are not. I already did Natural Plains. And since that took like 30 minutes, we're also doing episodes in this. Afterwards, I think I'll take Morpho's sword and run through the tournament. Since the tournaments aren't part of the challenge, we're only going to do the adventure modes. I have yet to decide, though, if I'm also doing the post-game. I might just make a poll on my community tab asking if people want to see that. You want me to do the post game? Because of course you do. You want me to suffer against Morpho Knight. I guess it would be funny if I did. But in part, I'm also doing this because I want to upgrade my Morpho sword to the maximum power level, which is why I'm also running through the tournament when this is done. It's totally not just to pad out stream time. You could just jump down here, actually. Completely missed that door. For a second, I thought this was a new save. No, I'm doing this on my already completed file, just for like simplicity's sake. See right here, this would be an example of when a Mouthful mode isn't necessarily required for level completion. So we're going to be ignoring this whole puzzle part. Ow. After doing this, you should do a Kirby in the Forgotten Land Nuzlocke. I actually don't know how something like that would work. Please enlighten me. And if it's something like get through the whole game without dying, then technically I already did that. By complete accident, by the way. Alright, I guess it's time for this world's boss now. In a Pokemon Nuzlocke, if a Pokemon you have faints, you can't use it anymore. Yeah, I know how Pokemon Nuzlocks work. I've watched a lot of them, never attempted one myself. Your 10 copy abilities are your That's an interesting way of doing it. What would classify as losing a copy ability, though? So if I lose in a copy ability because an opponent hit me and I lost it that way, then I'm not allowed to use it? I can see where you're coming from. Oh, that's not fair. Okay, I clearly mistimed that. All right, one more. There we go. If Tropic hits you and your ability falls off, you need to restart the battle and get a new copy ability. Okay, so it would kind of be like a damageless run then, as well. I can see where you're coming with that. So it's basically damageless. Because if I get hit, I risk losing the copy ability I have. I see. Well, look at that. Oh, so you have to have one. I get it. Well, we've completed the challenge for this stream, so I guess I'm gonna go farm some star coins and such to upgrade our Morpho Sword. The tournaments aren't part of, like, story mode gameplay. Like, you can progress without doing a tournament. So I can use copy abilities for these. I'm just gonna run through this a few times with the Morpho Sword. The cups are not needed for Kirby Nuzlocke. I don't know what you mean by cups. Yes, this is a regular Ultimate Cup. I am not comfortable with doing the Ultimate Cup Z because last time I did, I almost died and I had the best copy ability in the game. Got it. I completely get your struggle. And yeah, this is the Ultimate Cup, so we aren't gonna... It's just a regular Ultimate Cup, so we're not gonna see any of the Phantom guys. By the way, this is how powerful it is without me powering it up at all. I literally didn't get touched by Silly Dillo at all. We should talk about Super Smash Bros. 7.0 CPUs in Classic Mode. Yeah, for some reason, the high-level CPUs in Classic Mode are just absolutely busted. Yeah, Morphonite is actually, it's really OP. It's no wonder you only get it in the post game. Because we're just flying through these guys right now. Also, I deeply apologize for the low quality of the stream. It's been doing this really randomly, and I have no clue how to fix it. For me, it looks like it's just my internet not being able to make this more good looking. Well, it's happening for me as well, although the quality from on my phone is just fine, so I have no clue what's going on. This has been happening the past few streams, and I don't know how to fix it. We're just rampaging through this at this point. Also, real quick, I want to point out some things real quick before we continue. So the different stages of charged attacks on the Morphonite sword actually have different abilities. So that's the first charge. This is the second charge. No, but hold on. Because I know there's a way to spawn like the, little soul forgos. I know there's a way to do that. I just don't know how. I'll probably have to look it up later. Hold guard? Oh, I get it. I hold guard and then hold attack. That's how I do it. Okay. Thank you for helping me with that, Luca. That's actually interesting. You hold down guard and then hold attack. No, I'm doing it right now, though. Here we go. COPYLESS once more. Jump and press guard for the sound wave attack. Oh yeah, there was that too. I really should have practiced with these before I went into the tournament, huh? Oh, well, I'm not doing it if I'm losing this. Oh, there we go. I figured it out. It's another one where you have to hold guard and hold attack at the same time while you're in the air. Yeah, this is actually neat. Oh, I completely missed. Let's make the souls. Got him. We ain't fighting it for Alpha and we're giving him hearing problems. Wow, okay, so somehow that was slower than my other time. But we got the coins that I wanted. I think we have enough now to upgrade the Morpho Knight sword to 1 level. Yeah, we do. Okay. It's gonna be a lot of rare stones. I don't know why the quality is so bad. Jeez. Okay. Wow, look at that power. No wonder it was so expensive. I only needed to power it up once. Okay. I can't read this. It's on 360p. I deeply apologize, yeah. Out of curiosity, we're going to run through the tournament again and see how much quicker we can get through it. Oh my god, look how quickly we're melting his health. Do Cup Z? Maybe. We can do that after. We can do that after this, I guess. Oh god, my throat. Well, he didn't even do anything and he's already on phase 2. Yeah, that was faster than Wispy. Chop it, whatever. The tree. Dude, I'm just speed running this. This might actually end up being a new record. The demons almost came out your turn. I promise you, I'm not turning into Fecto Luki. Yo, we're actually melting through even Meta Knight right now. We need to wait for the rocks. I think that's the quickest we've ever beaten Meta Knight. I'm all right. I'm all right, chat. Wow, he didn't even get close to me with that cage. If you need a rest, then rest. I'm fine. It's just a cough. All right, it's DDD next. Wow, okay, we're just flying through this, aren't we? And keep in mind, we'd be going through this a lot faster if we had an attack boost. Gets smacked once and immediately retaliated on. Uh-oh, that's not good. Yo, I actually managed to get it back somehow. That legit got kind of hairy for a second. You know what? We'll grab one just because we can. Can you beat Kirby in the Forgotten Land with this skill issue? I hate you so much. Dude, we made it back here nearly 2 minutes faster than the last one. Rude. Here we go. Yeah, we actually baited a meteor. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but we baited a meteor to completely miss. Have you seen the FNAF 2 movie? Actually, no, I haven't. Not yet. Yo, that was actually faster! And the only power-up I had was an extra life bar. Which I didn't even need at the end. Right? I guess I can try Ultimate Z again. No spoilers, guys. I haven't seen it yet. Yo, this still does so much damage. Thank God that didn't get deleted. I think if I recall correctly, my best time for this was like 26 minutes. So we're probably definitely beating this in less time. Unless I happen to die. The lifesteal's definitely helping on this. Ow. Wait, my copy ability! I got it back, thank goodness. Sorry, chat, I'm just kind of locking in right now. That was like 15 seconds. I'm gonna take a couple of these. Also, I deeply apologize for the potato quality. I genuinely have no idea how to fix it. I'm watching this on a potato right now. Got him. All right, this is Edge and Frosty. Phantom Meta Knight. Oh, right, the cutscene. Who wins, Lukey with a skill issue or a piece of tomato? Oh my god. Oh, shoot. Never actually seen that with Phantom Meta Knight, so that's new. Alright, flaming boulders. Right in the middle of the star. Are you kidding me? I thought I dodged that. I think we all know what's happening to the tomatoes. We'll only take that much. We'll let the life steal kill the rest. Oh, shoot. I forgot about that. There we go. Next is Leon. Oh my god, that was close. Morpho Knight next. We'll take our last 2 tomatoes after this battle. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay. I guess it's just chaos Alphaless now. We've got 2 health bars and a Maxim in the pocket. Let's do this. Here we go. Where's my sword? All right, phase 2 already. Oh, yo, wait, hold on. That was close. I was literally like spamming every different direction. I'm pretty sure I almost broke my Joy-Con. Right now, this is the part I had the most trouble with. So let's see if I've learned anything from last time. Yep, I've definitely learned things from last time. But I actually forgot how much damage that laser does. Alright, lasers. We just dodge through these till we find an opening to attack. Oh, dodge away, dodge away. All right, here we go, here we go. Second time, okay. All right, lasers. Oh, come on. I was like one hit away. Not even close. Dude, I can't even imagine trying to do this with no copy ability. Thank God you don't have to fight this in the post game. Just in this tournament. Yeah, that was more than twice. Then my last one. No, the stream's gone on long enough. I forgot. I can't do that. I had to hit the right button, first off. But that's going to do it for today's stream, y'all. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and hanging out. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future content. Join my Discord server. Follow my Twitch. Link is in my bio. Tomorrow, I will be live on Twitch, actually, finishing the Midgard Power Wash Simulator expansion pack. There are still 2 jobs I have yet to complete, so we're going to do those. We're going to do those tomorrow. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Luki Skywookie, and I will see you all next time.